Okay, this is video 2 in a 4-part series about how to address conflict in a mixed faith marriage. Now, there are 3 things, and I talked about those 3 things in the first video, that tend to be the root cause of conflict: power and control, care and closeness, respect and recognition. This video, we're going to focus on the first one, power and control. Now, if you're having conflict in your mixed faith marriage, it may be because there's an issue with power and control. And I'm going to talk about this in the context of tithing, but it can show up in any issue. In particular, I just see it a lot with tithing. So power and control is all about whose decisions matter more. Like, who gets to have the winning vote, who has more power when a decision's being made in a situation. And I often see this around money. It doesn't have to be around money, but money is certainly one of the ways that power and control can present. And this can be between the husband, who's wielding more power, or the wife who's wielding more power. It can be either one. It isn't always the husband, but that's just how I'm going to present it in this example. If there's power and control issues specifically around tithing, this is what it may sound like. Power differential will be present and at play if there's certain beliefs that sound like it's his money. The wife makes so little in comparison. The husband sets the budget and the wife stays within it. These are all examples that would indicate there's a power differential. Let me give you some more. The wife's job is to make, I said this one, is to make the husband's salary work. When you're the wife, you say, my needs aren't as important as my husband's needs or my kids' needs. It might sound like wives shouldn't go on trips by themselves, or I shouldn't spend money on myself. Here's an example of it from my own life, is when we were very, very first married, way before my faith transition. We had one car, and I know my husband got to use that for his calling, and I would ask people in the ward to give me a ride. And that is an example. This is what I want you to do, is if you think your issue in your mixed faith marriage, the root of your conflict is around power and control, find out why. Like, start to explore that. What have you been telling yourself that's perpetuating the imbalance of power and control in your relationship? And how can you question that, resolve that, change that, reframe that, so that the two of you can show up as equals and partners making decisions in your mixed faith marriage? This is Brooke Booth, life coach for Mormons in a mixed faith marriage. Look for part 2, where I talk about care and closeness.